In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. It is a very developed word. Although it is going to develop further and further, but even today, the things have changed a lot. As for the new generation is concerned, they are very much different from the previous, from our generation. So, the sort of things which are available today to the younger folks now, it were absolutely unimaginable, unimaginable when we were young enough. And I'm talking about plenty of technological developments, particularly whatever lies into our smartphones. These smartphones in the hands of the youth, these smartphones are a double-edged sword. There is a plenty of good things available on it, but also there are plenty of useless to these useless in the sense because these things are counterproductive at the time a young person indulges in it. I'm talking about the porn site, the access of a young person to the porn site. What does it create actually? It is the time for a younger person to get to keep a kind of focus upon their studies and to be able to learn how to earn the living once they do complete their education and to get married. But as far these porn sites are concerned, these porn sites are a big distraction, and these are very much addictive because of the addictive nature of these porn sites. A person, a younger folk, fails to pay proper attention to their studies and fail to pay a good amount of attention to the sports. They do need the physical activities as well, they do need the sports as well, they do need to focus upon their studies as well. And once somebody has got a bit of education, they do need to go for the employment, and they do need to start a family by getting married as well. But all of these things get disturbed. Why? Because on the one hand, a person is found busy in the things which are very harmful. But these once somebody start visiting the porn site, these are very anxiety, very addictive on the one hand, and very anxiety generating on the other hand. Because once a younger folk start visiting these porn sites, they do want the gratification of their sex emotion, which are not so which creates a lot of problem. I can't go into the details of that obviously, but it is not difficult to understand the kind of trouble it does create once somebody is having a premarital sex life or looking for the partners of the premarital sex life. I think this is something which is very much counterproductive and which must be avoided. A younger folk should be trained to focus upon their studies, and it is not good in many of the cases. So many of the wiser parents, they have not given this smartphone facility to their offspring, although it does have certain negative effects on the other hand. Why? Because if at all they don't get a kind of smartphone from their parents, from the family, they will be found visiting the same porn site from the smartphone of another friend, or from the computer of anyone else. So I think so it has become very much difficult indeed that the younger folks are protected from the porn site, but the negative effects upon the life of young people. If at all they are found frequently visiting these sites, I think it is very dangerous. It is very much counterproductive. Everything else gets disturbed. Their education obviously is the first big victim. They don't go for the physical activities like the sports, and everything else gets disturbed. Even a kind of coordination with the parents and with the rest of the family members also gets negatively affected. So I think so it is very important, and very important indeed, that the younger person does try to keep a very does try to restrict oneself on visiting the sites which are very much useful, and which are needed, actually needed in their education, needed in their sports and physical activities, needed as for the economic activities are concerned. But it is really important for the parents that they should try to get their children married at a proper time. Unnecessarily delaying it is very dangerous indeed. It poses very negative effect upon the life of the younger folk. So it is